Welcome one and all to a rather sodden Cameron Slater Arena as Coventry United host West Bromwich Albion in the second round of the Birmingham Senior Cup. It's Coventry United versus West Bromwich Albion in a true David and Goliath tie. Let's get into your starting lineups, beginning with our away side of West Bromwich Albion. For 8, Kevin Mfwamba, 9, Jaden Francis Caesar, 10, Ryan Colesby, and 11, Dante Ranger. And for Coventry United tonight, number 1, Dan Moore, 2, Ryan Pedley, 3, Danny Fraser, 4 is Riley Devoyle, the captain, number 5, Steph Morley, 6, Harry Sawyer, 7, Amari Brown, 8, Charlie Shaw, 9, Ryan Harkin, number 17 I should say, Sam Ellis, and number 11, Aaron Dickens. And we are underway here at Spinks Drive. A fantastic match in progress. Apologies for the poor sound quality. It is rather wet and blustery in the Free Spired City. Who will that favour? It's surely got to be Coventry United with their experience of men's football. A hoof down the left hand side from West Bromwich Albion. It's into touch for a Coventry United throw-in level with the penalty area. And it will be Pedley playing up right back this evening to take the throw for the Red and Greens along the flank towards former Spinks man Ryan Harkin. It's Amari Brown who nods it into touch just in front of the CUTV camera. The throw down the wing by McDonald. Headed back where it came from by Pedley. Shaw. Front on left by Mfwamba. United now chasing the clearance. Forced back to the goalkeeper with George Shaw. Brady. Here's Abdullah Boudou. For an option field, neat control by the youngster up front there, Dante Ranger. But Coventry United scrambling it clear. Dickens, an ambitious ball down the left wing for Ryan Harkin, and it's a suitably easy gather out for the goal kick for Louis Brady. Away it goes from Brady. Headed on by Caesar. Pedley only onto the head of McDonald. Coventry with the interception with Riley Devoyle. Ryan Harkin out wide. Here's Danny Fraser, his second Coventry United start and a dual registration from Rugby Borough. Trickling ball along the touchline straight to the feet of the non-league veteran Steph Morley, formerly of Leamington. Swiftly away by Moore and the yellow goalkeeping outside this evening. McDonald sliding challenge in by Pedley, who got the last touch. It was indeed the United man, but Devoyle screaming at Guy Frower, the referee. I think he wanted the throw in for Coventry United. Could be wrong. And McDonald heads over to grab the ball. If you're not familiar with non-league, there are no ball boy and girls. So the players have to do the dirty work for themselves. And it's a foul throw against McDonald. And a needless throw-in to give away for West Brom, just where it looks so promising. Pedley. Amari Brown's up for it. Brown's header. Dickens racing to the seconds, but it's Abudu who's able to latch onto it. Back with Brady. Curls it well behind McDonald. United throw 5 yards into West Bromwich Albion territory. Pedley. Sawyer pressed all the way by Francis Caesar. Plays a 1-2 with Steph Morley. Nearly caught from behind by Colesby, but does well to avoid contact. Long ball cushioned down with the head of Abudu. Coventry regained from the clearance in their own backyard. Sawyer, another player on loan as it were from Rugby Borough, the league above, a step forward the non-league pyramid. Dan Moore, the former Worcester City shot stopper, rolls off the foot of the West Brom defender, and Coventry United have the ball. We're right in front of the CUTV camera on the halfway line. throw to Devoyle from Pedley. Pedley again, swift kick into the penalty area. Ryan Harkin gets the wrong side of the defender, tries to launch it across, and a Boodoo with a crucial diversion out on this near side. United throw level with the area. Pedley. Foul throw appeals ignored. Brown back to Pedley. And Pedley smacks it out off the defender for a corner. It's a darting run straight into the path of Morley. Devoyle told he's got time. Brown and Ellis couldn't bring it under control. Amari Brown races in to snatch the seconds. Brown down the left hand side and shielded into touch by Black Shields. Goal kick to West Bromwich Albion. Colesby. Brady once more between the sticks, out wide with a Boodoo. Needs some support here, Abdullah Boodoo, and gets it with Ranger. Perkins. Across the back line to George Shaw. Colesby wants it played to feet, and here is Ryan Colesby for West Bromwich Albion. Turns away from the challenge of Charlie Shaw. Driven across by Mufwamba. Mon. Downline to a Boodoo again. Patient build-up play from the Baggies. Looking for more and slid into touch. No nonsense defending from Aaron Dickens, playing its left wing back. And Mon wants to take the throw a little further afield than the referee would have liked. Ranger, headed clear by Dickens, it'll come back. Another headed clearance by Morley. McDonald looking to beat Amari Brown for pace, and that's no mean feat. Still going McDonald, now halts his run. Downline with Colesby. West Brom crowded out on this near side. Downline it goes to Mufwamba. Switch of the play, well that was the intention anyway towards Mon, and Aaron Dickens beating him to the punch. Devoyle, quick into play from Coventry United. It's a lofted ball down the left wing for Ryan Harkin. He's scored many a goal for Coventry Spinks on this ground. He's got support with him. Still Harkin, going for glory. It's not the finest strike he's ever hit at Spinks Drive. High, wide, and not at all handsome. If you're just joining us here on CUTV, it's Coventry United 0, West Bromwich Albion 0. The second round proper of the Birmingham FA Senior Cup. Vast majority of teams, including the two playing tonight, received a bye into the first round, into the second, I should say, from the first round. That's McDonald. Through ball into the area. Ranger looking at space to strike. Plenty of red shirts in front. Devoyle's trapped back too. And to McDonald, deflection. Actually deflected it away from the net there. The hip of Dante Ranger curtailing West Brom's hopes of an opening goal. Lunge in by Colesby. And he battles hard to bring it back. It's Colesby squaring opportunity for Ranger. It's Ranger! Tipped over the woodwork by Dan Moore. He had to be absolutely certain. within the penalty area. But now West Brom will get the green light to send it in from the right wing. Let's head away the near post. United fan out. And Amari Brown. So a little trip there from George Shaw. Referee says nothing doing. Charlie Shaw, a little nick in on Colesby. And Aaron Dickens on the halfway line for the Red and Greens. Shoved into a different postcode there by the West Brom defender. Riley DeVoe going over the back line and straight to the goalkeeper, Louis Brady. It's Mon. Whips it down the right, had a bit too much whip on it. It's out of play for a Coventry United throw-in deep into their own half. United have to get this absolutely spot on and do not want to give a gifted young side the opportunity. Little indecision from Aaron Dickens as to where he's going to go. In fact, he's told he can take the throw in a little further upfield, which gives Coventry some more breathing room. Dickens throws it to Harry Sawyer, who is usually a right back by trade, playing in the centre of a back three tonight. Amari Brown checks his run. Ryan Pedley on his Coventry United debut this evening, signed from local rivals Coventry Copsewood at step 6 of the non-league pyramid, one below the Red and Greens. Morley drives it down the left. Dickens will attempt to chase, but it rolls straight back to the goalkeeper, Baker. Into the area for Dan Moore to gather. Pedley. Ryan Harkin and it's goalkeeper from Brady. Waits for the ball to fall into his grasp on the edge of the area. Shaw tangling with Ryan Colesby. Gives the free kick, which Shaw is unhappy about. And in fact, it looks like we may have a blood injury. So 13 minutes gone at the Cameron Slater Arena, and Charlie Shaw actually looks like it's a problem with his socks. There, the head of fitness and physio at the Red and Greens, making sure that Shaw is good to go. He will have to leave the field momentarily. So United for now down to 10, but Shaw will return sharpish. Black Shield across to Antonio Perkins. Stuttering approach from Perkins. Ranger looked to flick it out wide, but Fraser first in the seconds. Header in by Abudu with high boots everywhere. Can West Brom take advantage? Moyen. And slid out for the corner. Danny Fraser saying that it came off Colby last. Taken by West Bromwich Albion. Was that far post, and Blackshield was arriving on the scene. He kept it from going out for the goal kick at the expense of a throw. Pedley level with his own area. Get it clear. It's McDonald who heads on for Black Shields. Alfie Morn. Black Shields again, plays the 1-2 with Mufwamba. Back to Mufwamba, forced back into his own half of the field. Onto Ryan Colesby. Pirouettes away from Sam Ellis. Caesar. Roll to the right touchline for Alfie Morn from the boots of Black Shields. And the cross cannons off the chest of Aaron Dickens, I believe, for another West Brom corner. West Brom with the best of the play so far. Towards that near post, across the box by Dickens. Brown races back to keep it in. He was just a stride or two behind, and the throw to be taken by McDonald. Gets it back off Wamba and running to sits it straight out again. 15 minutes gone. Still scoreless between West Brom and Coventry United. Brady between the six for West Brom. Mufwamba. And making the run. He's onside as Jaden Francis Caesar, right side of the area, looking for a Baggies player in the area. Good strong header clear from Pedley. And now on modes on the right. Ellis stands strong against the challenge of Ranger. And Ryan Harkin goes down with an apparent head injury. The referee says nothing doing. United have been given the throw. It was Aaron Dickens, who hit the deck. And the throws to Defoyle. Space out wide. Danny Fraser looking to use it to the best of his ability. Devoyle. Charlie Shaw. And that's Pedley, who punt to the left, head across his own area by George Shaw. And a venomous strike deflected wide by Ryan Harkin. The initial effort from Rolly Devoyle looked like it was just edging past the post anyway. Here's a Abudu at right back. Probing ball through the midfield. Francis Caesar switches play. McDonald. Awkward control, but he's got on the end of it. Miller McDonald. It's a high cross. Moyen couldn't find Jaden Francis Caesar in the area. He'll get a second crack at it. Still Alfie Moyen. Across the face of goal, and Pedley did what he had to do, cushions it out for the corner kick on the left wing now for the Baggies. Baggies looking to get a spring in their step early on. It's deflected away the near post. Perkins. That's with Mufwamba heading out wide. He's got Colesby in support. Looking to call the bluff of Aaron Dickens along the right. Dickens staying with him. Cheeky back heel. Charlie Black Shields. He's run straight into a red shirt. Now Amari Brown. It's not the best of pitches to get a run going down the wing. It must be said the pitch, despite the best efforts of the Spinks staff, is sodden and heavy. And now cutting in from the left-hand side is Black Shields, and the strike by Francis Caesar connects with a red leg. Dante Ranger. Now Morn, as the rain continues to lash down. Abudu. Morn with a little degree of separation. And Moore comes out and punches well. He's going to get back to his feet. Here comes the second. It's blocked on the line. And the second's driven wide. Last-ditch defending from Harry Sawyer. The follow-up efforts from Miller McDonald couldn't hit the mark via a deflection. About 20 gone on my watch. Coventry United and West Bromwich Albion still scoreless, but West Brom piling on the pressure. The short option is there. The referee gives the go-ahead. Deep one, and Morsies are coming all the way. Good strong punch, both hands to it. Mufwamba. And now Colesby fancies it. It's Colesby! Cannons off the woodwork! Following in, the offside flag, so it won't count! Alfie Moore on foot. He got the baggies in front. But the flag immediately waved on the far side of the Cameron Slater Arena. Gut-wrench moment for West Bromwich Albion. Is that the wake-up call that Jamie Bakaski's side need now? Chase Thompson will want to see his West Brom team flourish like he knows they can, and that's a fantastic save! West Brom again denied by the heroics of the Coventry United backline. Charlie Blackshield zoning in. Delectable parry to his right from Dan Moore. Short one taken by Miller McDonald. Moen sent high into the sky by Sawyer. Pedley on to Charlie Shaw. Ellis can't clear Coventry's lines. The red and green's not buckling under West Brom pressure, but how long can it last? Caesar and Mufwamba against the back of Steph Morley. Underhit pass collected by Sam Ellis, taken out on the slide. Referee's got his whistle in his mouth, but decides against blowing it. It's back with Brady. Return to sender straight to his opposite number one, Dan Moore. Here's Sawyer. Clipped it down the right wing. Amari Brown has got the run of the defender. Amari Brown has kept it within the confines of play and now needs options within the area. Brown's delivery, headed up rather than out. And Charlie Shaw on the volley, sends it towards the ambulance. Well, the next time we're on air here on CUTV, this coming Saturday, the trip to Moulton, a massive match in the United Counties League Premier Division South. And if you missed Monday's draw after the fantastic 5-0 victory over Heanor Town in the Isuzu FA Vars, United will face Hanley Town in the next round, the third round proper, match to be played on the weekend of the 6th and 7th of December at the Butts Park Arena. Aimless crossbar with Donald. I don't think the wind helped either. Straight to Moore. Morley. Lads already looking forward to half time to try and get something warm to drink and a towel to dry themselves off. A hack from behind on Harry Sawyer by Caesar results in an inevitable free kick on the edge of United's own area. Morley going long, can't find Harkin. Handball claims against Abdullah Budu, but it looked like it hit the shoulder. The linesman apparently, according to the United bench at least, indicating that it was handball. The referee playing on. Here's McDonald. body check from Pedley, and the referee blows the whistle this time. And one of the United players is being called over. Danny Fraser could be set to go in the book. It's indicating it hits the upper arm of Abdul Abudu. The official Guy Thrower not taking any element of backcheck from senior stars or young prospects. Plenty of baggies in the area. Can they bag the opening strike? One that counts at least. Delivery is dipping all the way. It had to be punched away by Moore. By far the busier of the two goalkeepers thus far. Mufwamba tries the back heel, but Pedley calling his bluff. And look for the run of Amari Brown down the right-hand side. Just trickles out on the halfway line. Brady. Strolling out the back lines, Antonio Perkins. Ranger turns away from the pressure of Ryan Harkin. Abudu slotting into centre-back. And Caesar couldn't control the powerful ball from Blackshield, who is going to race towards the second. Morley left behind, and Colesby sends it over! What a chance for West Bromwich Albion. Moore made himself look as big as he could, and it closed the door for the young Brom number 10, Ryan Colesby, who sent it skyward. Devoyle. Here's Danny Fraser. Return to Moore. Going up to the half-hour mark here on CUTV. Still no. Second shot to Morley. Over, sent skyward and to the right by Antonio Perkins. United have the throw halfway into enemy territory. And Fraser will trudge over to claim the ball. Fraser. Harkin, back to Fraser. And Dickens. The attention to the West Brom defender, drilled in and turned away. And the free kick there. Oh, and a blow to the back of the head from Francis Caesar. Yellow card only. The United midfielder, Danny Fraser, receiving a very old whack from behind, and he's less than pleased. And Fraser's got a yellow card too. We only assume for dissent. Here's Antonio Perkins through the middle to Charlie Blackshield. Slide in from behind by Ellis. Seemed to get enough of the ball, but again the referee blows against the red and greens. Mufwamba received from Blackshield, but the referee judging it was taken too quickly. Abudu. Switches play to George Shaw. Here's Colesby's come closer than most for the Baggies. It's played behind Ranger, but Ranger's got on the end of it. Hits the back of Morley again. Another goal-bound block by the non-league veteran. Morley finishes the job. And Ryan Harkin hassled and had from behind by Boodoo, wrapped his leg round and stuck it out for the throw in front of the Willie Nibbs Memorial Stand. Any Baggies fans tuning in, Willie Nibbs was the former Coventry Sphinx manager who sadly passed away in a car crash on the way back from a match at the turn of the century. Very loved and very sadly missed member of the Sphinx family. Ranger receives from Mufwamba. Here's Mufwamba again, and a space out wide. McDonald lost his footing. He's got there in the end. Down line with Shaw. Kevin Mufwamba switching the play towards Mullen. Dickens' header only prolongs the inevitable. It's Ranger. Mufwamba slides in on Brown. It was the second effort on Murray Brown, which seemed to be the worst, but neither has captured the referee's imagination. And Ryan Pedley comes away with it after a one-on-one duel with Miller McDonald. Steph Morley, more experience in men's football than the rest of the West Brom team put together, and a bit of a kick out there from Ranger on Danny Fraser. Fraser's not having the rub of the green today, and Harkin didn't either, with a through ball connecting with his heel as he looked to thread the needle between the West Brom centre-backs. McDonald receives from Shaw. Here's Colesby. Black Shields in anchoring midfield. Now a Boodoo. Skipped over the challenge of Shaw, but couldn't take the ball with him. Throw in West Brom. Miller McDonald. It's deflected off the head of Ryan Pedley, and Moore tried to keep it within the confines of the park, but it is out for another Baggies corner. Set piece after set piece for Che Thompson's side. Well, this one come good for West Bromwich Albion. It's on the line, and somehow from point blank range it smacked off the woodwork. Antonio Perkins, the centre-back, surely couldn't have missed. And here's Caesar, barging Pedley aside, strong but fair. And Harry Sawyer says what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And he sends it out off Francis Caesar. Now that's how you do it. Here's DeVoyle. Killed Rybert. Volleyed away by McDonald. Shaw first to the seconds. Now Amari Brown. Ryan Pedley. Ellis looking to flick onto Brown, and Brown's got there. Avoid one chance and took him into the path of Mufwamba. Harry Sawyer, United regain composure and regain possession. Fraser. Harkin knocks it on. Aaron Dickens gives chase. But tracking back is Antonio Perkins to slice it out on the far side for a United throw, level with the box. 10 to go into a half-time here on CUTV, still scoreless. In the Birmingham Senior Cup, it's straight to penalties if we end in a draw. DeVoyle. Now Pedley, now it's finally Coventry United putting West Brom under the cosh. Devoyle whips it left, chest control, diving chest control by Danny Fraser. Switch to the play by Shaw. Pedley's going to have to go something to get there. Well, he did get there, but slides it into the car park. The pitch at the moment more suitable for tobogganing rather than football at the moment. Very greasy, slippery surface. I must say it is holding up particularly well under these conditions, but it's not going to make it easy for players of any vintage playing on this, as a wry smile on the face of Jaden Francis sees those who's sandwiched between Pedley and Brown. Ryan Pedley and sees it straight back into the action, bringing it back for West Brom. Rolled right with Mohan. Abudu in the back line. Colby in the centre circle, good chest control, and diverts his path clear of Devoyle, threads it beautifully down the left-hand side. Miller McDonald needs options in the area. He's got Ranger in there, flashes it across the face of goal. Neither Ranger nor Francis Caesar could get over arena, otherwise known as Spinks Drive, the home of Coventry Spinks. Massive thanks to everyone at the Spinks for facilitating tonight's game with the Butts Park Arena unavailable. United have found a footing in this match. West Brom looking to knock them off the ladder. Perkins to his centre-back partner, George Shaw. Now Kevin Mufwamba. McDonald, the left-back. Tangles legs with Pedley, little drag on the shirt from both players there, and it is going to be Ryan Pedley who gets the free kick. As McDonald looked to get some separation and zone in on the net. It's a quick free kick taken down the right-hand side, too quick for Amari Brown. It drifts into touch right in the corner on the right-hand side of United's attack. Right touchline, Pedley heads it back where it came from. Shaw again. Bounces past Harry Sawyer to the feet of Steph Morley. How many games has he played in this competition over his over decade-long non-league career, almost 2 decades? Sawyer to the vice-captain, Riley Devoyle, wearing the armband in the absence of Chris Cox this evening. Plays a 1-2 with Ellis. Here's the debutant Amari Brown, made a substitute appearance against Heanor on Saturday. This is his first start. Devoyle swatted aside like a fly. And now dancing through the back line is Dante Ranger. It's Ranger, he snatches at it. A move which deserved a better finale. Morley. Down the centre it goes. Harkin a couple of paces behind. George Shaw. Louis Brady. It's been a quiet evening for him so far with a good distribution. Morley. And Dickens looking to judge the bounce. It's Abudu who volleys it into touch. United absolutely dominant on Saturday, but they've not had the rub of the green tonight. Final 5 minutes of the half. We'll be going off there at half time for about 10 minutes to get something warm to drink. Sawyer, it should have been a simple ball for Ryan Pedley, but it's had too many legs on it. The throw taken to George Shaw. No relation to the former Highgate midfielder and current Coventry United star Charlie Shaw, who was on the score sheet at the weekend. And Perkins, it's a hit and hope towards the United area. And Dan Moore races off his line to collect. Morley. Shaw, and Dickens taken out on the lunge, but the Red and Greens persevere and regain possession. Hook to the right for Pedley on his United bow. Amari Brown, a new look to the right side tonight. Strong barge from Mufwamba, and it's too strong for Guy Thrower. Mufwamba was the Guy Thrower on that occasion. DeFoyle switches the play from the free kick to Danny Fraser. Forget the oranges and cigars at half times, just get these lads some towels. Mufwamba. Shaw. DeFoyle wins that aerial duel in the centre circle with Colesby. Sam Ellis. Can United edge their way in front before the break? Amari Brown, chance to cross for Ryan Harkin, deflected towards that near post and hooked out by Shaw for the throw. United in a driven mood on this attack. Side of the floodlight. Ryan Harkin just trying his best to keep within the confines of play, just narrowly takes it over the line, and the ball was rolling as Brady took the kick. We'll call it back. Here's Colesby. And looking to beat Pedley with the through ball. Pedley trapped back. More height than distance on that clearance from Dan Moore. Brown sees it coming all the way. And an arm in the head of Amari Brown. A wayward arm from Colesby. And I believe that's the third yellow card of the evening for the young number 10. Majority of these players from the under-18s of West Bromwich Albion. Well, Dan Moore pointing out we've got VAR, but they haven't paid extra for it. So highlights will be available on YouTube tomorrow evening, so keep an eye out on the CUTV YouTube channel. Will they feature a Coventry United goal? It's Sam Ellis with a juggling act, and the goalkeeper momentarily lost it, but crucially he was the closest to it. And West Brom playing their way out of danger in what could be the final move of the half. Morn, little barge from behind Ryan Colesby by Harry Sawyer, and Mufwamba, frustrated with that ball towards the left-hand side, flies over the head of Miller McDonald. And 1 minute added time. A minimum of 1 minute additional time will now be played. A minimum of 1 added minute. Black Shields. Just 1 minute of additional time. Can West Brom make the difference in those 60 seconds? Not on that occasion, they can't. And here come Coventry with Sam Ellis. Skips past Mufwamba, but racing onto the loose ball is George Shaw. Mufwamba again, slid out on the far side by Riley DeVoyle, cutting off the head of the West Brom snake. And that's the end of the first half here on CUTV. Half-time score, Coventry United 0, West Bromwich Albion 0. And we're back for the second half here at a sodden Cameron Slater Arena. Coventry United 0, West Bromwich Albion 0. And well, this is going to be an exciting conclusion to what has been a pretty exciting match so far. Scoreless as it stands. West Bromwich Albion with a disallowed goal and hitting the crossbar twice. Let's see what United can do in response. There's Shaw. Throw from Fraser. Abudu swinging in this. It's played back with Louis Brady. Here's Shaw on the left side of the back line. Whips it down the left hand side. It's with McDonald. Harry Sawyer with the interception and blasts it clear for Coventry United. Back where it came from by Perkins. Brown leaping like a salmon, like Chris Cox in his prime. West Brom not giving the red and greens an inch to breathe here. It's smashed into the back line for Abudu. It's over Abudu and racing back is Moran. He's just behind it, and Coventry United have got themselves a throw-in halfway into West Brom territory from absolutely nothing. Shaw sliding on Ryan Harkin, looked a little like a day's goal from Colesby, and Charlie Shaw with a hit and hope. It was hope rather than success. And the United boys out of the wet for 15 minutes. Can't say the same for the media team. Hamad, if you're listening from wherever you are, some insurance for this laptop, because at the moment it's as wet as an otter's pocket. Here comes Ranger. Shaw to Antonio Perkins. Abudu. Floated down the right hand side, turned away by Morley. Gather their bearings in the centre. Ryan Harkin gathering his laces in front of us. Wayward past the feet of Aaron Dickens. Now Ryan Harkin. Oh, that run's being made left and right, but he holds his run and plays behind to Fraser. Danny Fraser, the former Spinks left back. Dickens. Shaw down line with Danny Fields, not enough to prevent United from maintaining a grasp on the ball. Everyone's stacked back for the baggies. Will it be enough? Fraser. Heavy first touch by Ellis, but finds Aaron Dickens. Fraser. And Ellis down the left-hand side. It was a delightful move, but curtailed by the flag. No sign of substitutions at the moment. To be fair, it's one of those games where you'd much rather be on the bench in the, I wouldn't say warm, but at least the dry. Or at the very least, bring your armbands on when you are playing, because it is one of those nights here at Spinks Drive. Absolutely horrible conditions. Harry Sawyer looking for the pirouette. He only had half of it, but still found a way past Ranger. Dickens plays it behind to Danny Fraser, creating field. Steph Morley. Pedley to Harry Sawyer. Fraser urged to carry. And looking to catch the goalkeeper off his line. And well, I think A, Louis Brady was getting back in time, and B, it was a defender's finish from Danny Fraser. It's not just the rain affecting this game, it's the wind as well. Caesar and Moran strike across the nets was blocked by a sliding Aaron Dickens. Out for the corner. 5 minutes gone in the second half. Still 0-0 between West Brom and Coventry United of the United Counties League Premier Division South against the EFL Championship giants, multiple time winners of the FA Cup, and a brilliant smother at the near post. Caesar's header diverted clear by Moore. Has been the man of the match by a country mile this evening. Shaw, cross from the left, blocked by Sawyer, who's also having a mammoth game. Another corner for West Brom. You have to think it's only a matter of time if the Baggies keep up this relentless pressure. Moore up again! He wasn't needed this time of season, not well clear of the crossbar. Quickly distributed to Steph Morley. Dickens with him, plays it through the middle to Sam Ellis. Bundled over from behind by Charlie Blackshields. It will be a free kick in their own half for Coventry United, and Morhan lucky not to get a yellow card. Cameron Dunn on for Danny Fraser. Aaron Dickens going to left back. Dunn on the right, and Amari Brown switching to the left wing. It's Morley for Sam Ellis, who's looking more like a drowned rat on the number 10 position. Floats out in front of Anthony's camera. All three of us here, myself, Anthony and Chris, braving the conditions to bring you the best coverage we can. And it's costing me 3 pints after this game, so Ryan Harkin chucking the slide from Perkins, but couldn't take the ball with him. And now racing down the right side to get to the loose ball is Caesar. He's a pace behind it, and Dan Moore will swipe it upfield, and Cameron Dunn giving chase, headed up rather than out by George Shaw. Second bite of the cherry headed up by Ellis. Game of head tennis going on here at Sphinx Drive. Shaw clicks it left, and Amari Brown brought his foot down to control, but just skimmed under the right boot. Here's Colesby passing to the invisible man there. No one home on the left wing, and Dan Moore picks it up. Ellis dragged down by Antonio Perkins on the halfway line. Free kick United, and Perkins being called over by the man in black. It's actually Sam Ellis who's been called over. I think he wanted more than a free kick. Just as United were about to kick-start the attack. Sam Ellis is past Ellis, and Ryan Harkin just prevents it from latching onto the through ball by a last minute interception by Abdullah Boudou. And after a throw in on the far side in front of the Willie Nibbs Memorial Stand, next to the RES Terrace, newly built after Spinks's progression to Step 4. More modern stadia required due to the ground grading. Morley drives it upfield towards Charlie Shaw. Harkin battles for it, but Boudou with the interception, and now the chase is on down the right for Morhan, and Morhan is just half a stride behind. He got a boot to it, but couldn't wrap his leg around. And Moyen, has he thrown the ball away there, the young number 7? It's going to be a yellow card for West Brom's Alfie Moyen. It's Dickens. Moyen heads up, turning for that error of judgment. Black Shields. Charlie Shaw heads it out to a throw in for West Brom. And an elbow in the side there from Riley DeVoyle, would judged to be a free kick offence for West Bromwich Albion. It's taken quickly and drawing in a second free kick. That stretch out. Was it Sawyer or Dunn? I think it was Harry Sawyer. And it will be a free kick in prime shooting range for the young baggies. Well, only thing worse than the West Brom goal here for our cameraman Chris Tyers is soggy chips. Real opportunity now for Moyen. It's Moyen, expertly denied by Dan Moore. And that was the money shot right there. And it goes for a throw-in. Simon is knocking it over in front of Abdullah Boudou, who looks for a striped shirt in response. Caesar lets it flick off his boot. Dickens, cushion to Amari Brown, and a wayward lunge in. And the referee's going to the back pocket. West Brom screaming that Dante Ranger didn't touch him. Well, it didn't look like that from here. And it is a red card. West Bromwich Albion down to 10 for the next 33 minutes of this Birmingham Senior Cup tie. Amari Brown still in a heap on this near touchline. It was a nasty tackle. I'm sure Dante Ranger will say it was a great challenge, but the Reading Green Army wouldn't agree, and more to the point, neither does the referee. A learning curve for young Dante. And on one hand, it's the end of the evening for Dante Ranger, but look on the bright side, he gets a warm shower earlier than his teammates. And Amari Brown will be able to return to the field of play momentarily as, well, we've already lost one deck chair, now we've lost an umbrella as well. The wind is causing absolute mayhem at the Cameron Slater Arena. I don't think our accessory budget's going to stretch to this. Sawyer across to Cameron Dunn. I'm here all week, folks. It's like a Jimmy Carr show, just not quite as dark. Aaron Dickens. Now Dan Moore. Sawyer across to Steph Morley. United have the numerical advantage for the remainder of this game. Dante Ranger sent off. Boudou drifts into the path of Amari Brown. A little love shove on Brown. United retrieve possession, and Charlie Shaw with the thread down the right hand side. Goalkeeper's come out. Cameron Dunn's rounded him. He's gone to ground. Referee with a decision to make. The whistle stays silent. He got the ball and himself past But West Brom shot stopper Louis Brady, in fairness, I'm not entirely sure he was getting to the seconds. Was there enough contact to send him to the ground though? Devoyle, he's got a strike in him. Curls it! Brilliant save, the first of the evening for Louis Brady. Well, that young man certainly hasn't got cold feet. A West Brom change is coming up. Corner from the right, Devoyle standing over it, the skipper for the Red and Greens. Harkin's header and a diving effort in by Sam Ellis, but bounces past the post. I don't know about the conditions, but hell would have to freeze over until you saw Sam Ellis score a header. Half an hour to go. Coventry United 0, West Bromwich Albion 0 at a sodden Spinks drive. The ball by Abudu straight into the chest of Charlie Shaw. Shaw gets the knockback from Aaron Dickens, and there's acres of space out wide for the man who called this ground home for many years, Ryan Harkin. Charlie Shaw, he got a little trod on his toe on the way through, and more interested in making sure his toe hadn't fallen off rather than getting to the loose ball. And here comes Caesar from the right hand side. He's got options arriving for the 10-man baggies. Couldn't find any of them, not in shooting range anyway. Waiting for Mohan, and the conditions counting against him there, slipping off that boot like it was dousing clover. Well, I think someone's peed on their chips. Coventry United also preparing a change, and here comes West Brom's first alteration. And Sandy Dube coming on for Coventry United momentarily. It's Colesby who's left the field. And Caesar 2. And on in their place, we've not been informed who's coming on. That's number 16 on the back. That's Adam Upagadudu. Substitution for West Bromwich Albion. Leaving the field, number 9, Jaden Francis Caesar, and number 10, Ryan Colesby. Replacement number 15, Harry French, and number 16, Adam Okaradudu. The chase is on down the wing, and Aaron Dickens couldn't reach it, so Okaradudu and French drafted into the action at the expense of Jaden Francis Caesar and Ryan Colesby. And it hits the back of Charlie Blackshields, and it will be a throw into Coventry United. Here's Morley. Harry Sawyer. Steph Morley. So as you heard there, Stanley Jube on at the expense of Amari Brown. DeVoyle. Now Dickens, the rain getting more consistent. To warrant a penalty, Okaradudu. Black Shields. Trip on Black Shields there by Aaron Dickens off the ball, but play continues. Sam Ellis with the through ball. Ryan Harkin, there's a free kick given against him anyway for dragging the shirt of Abdul Abudu. Well, Chris, you're going to be happy with this. We're halfway through the second half. 22 to go. Ryan Harkin and Dunn's free on the right hand side. Cameron Dunn smacks it off the crossbar. It's behind Tube and away by Black Shields. United decided to bare their teeth against the Baggies. Sawyer. A brave performance from the Red and Greens in conditions which would replicate monsoon season in Malaysia. Stanley Jube. Chance across from the left-hand side, no one forthcoming. Goes down line to Aaron Dickens. Ellis lets it run and thumps into safety. And that ball is out of here. And no, I've never watched a baseball match in my life. NFL, fair enough, but not silly boys rounders, as Del Boy Trotter once called it. Morley. Aaron Dickens. It's a beautiful floating ball for Charlie Shaw, chest control. And Ellis just arriving a tad too late. Black Shields intercepting. But Ellis has got it this time. Charlie Shaw. Ellis is back to goal. Has to boot it into the midfield for Ryan Pedley. It's Pedley. Was he going for glory himself there? If so, it was not the worst ever in the world. Brady with the kick. Brought down with precision by Riley DeVoyle, but the pass wasn't a... Back with Brady between the sticks. Well, it was the West Brom show before half-time. Coventry United have taken flight since then. And remember, they do have an extra man on the field with Dante Ranger sent off early after the break. Here's Okaradudu. Moore should get the chance to cross. Moore lets it go on the header, inches wide. The whole stadium waited in bated breath to see the net rustle, but it never came. And Moore from the right hand side. We're getting into squeaky bum time here, headed down, and handball claims there against DeVoyle. Rightly so, falling on deaf ears. The clearance bounces into the CUTV gantry for one night only. Formerly the Coventry Spinks TV gantry from my time here at Spinks Drive, and unfortunately, yes, I did have one or two of these wet nights at Coventry Spinks. Black Shields. To Brady, now Abudu. French. Picked up in the midfield by Charlie Shaw. Driven through by Morley. Defender first to it. West Brom struggling to string stage. Abudu. Brady, as the wing starts to pick up, a Longley not an option, but it draws West Brom into danger, and it could be cataclysmic for their evening. Rolls it across the box there, harking towards Stanley Tube, collected in the nick of time by Moen. Brady again decides to go short to Moen. Okorodudu flies over his head, knocked to Dickens by Morley, loses Morley. Well, I know better than anyone the hard work that goes into the pitch here at Spinkstribe, but even a great service like this is struggling under this Cameron Dunn taken out on the slide by George Shaw, and a thrown in front of the Willie Nib stand for Coventry United. Thrown down line to Sawyer. To Voyle, acres of space for Dickens. He's playing it into the eye of the Tiger here, and Charlie Shaw just tipped over. The goalkeepers are playing a blinder tonight. Goalkeeping masterclasses from Brady and Moore. At this stage, you can probably play for another 48 hours. You're not going to get a goal in this game. The goalkeepers are just that good. Steph Morley. It's deep towards the Voyle, goes down. Dube trying to latch onto the seconds with a clearance force. And Riley Devoyle is in need of some help. It looks like it's cramp. Played the vast majority of the game on Saturday. It's actually Aaron Dickens who played for in their match against Village FCB in the Saturday Amateur Cup. Sawyer. Everyone's sat back for West Brom at the moment. They take a penalty shootout with 10 men. And Sawyer was letting that one head out, believing it was going to be a Coventry United throw, but the coin didn't fall in his favour. 15 minutes to go here on CUTV. We will be bringing you all the action from the penalty shootout if it comes to that. Devoyle. Dispossessed by Black Shields, and a free kick for a bit of holding on the arm. The two number 4s going head to head. It's taken short. Perkins. Back to Brady. And they're playing the long game here, West Bromwich Albion. It may be their best chance. Sawyer with a lovely first touch under the nose of Okorodudu. Through ball, and the defender tried to slide it back. It does have the legs to reach Louis Brady. Skews it to the right towards Moen. Up comes Dickens. Neither of them getting a touch. It's a throw into United on the halfway line. Substitution for Coventry United incoming. Riley Devoyle off. And a debut for number 14, Blake Kindred. Substitution for Coventry United, leaving the field, number 4, Riley Devoyle. Making his Coventry United debut, his replacement, welcome, number 14, Blake Kindred. So the forward is actually going to play in holding midfield, so slight change in tack for the 19-year-old. Sawyer called his bluff. Here is Kindred. Sam Ennis swapping to the right-hand side. Done. Now Charlie Shaw, Dickens receives, starting in a more attacking role, but now at left back after the withdrawal of Danny Fraser. Sawyer dinks it on, cleared by Perkins. Okaradudu knocks it back. Black Shield strides the challenge of Charlie Shaw. West Bromwich Albion not letting that numerical advantage get to them. It's punted out by Pedley. More activity on the West Brom bench. Mufwamba. Sam sticks a boot in. And out it goes for a throw-in just in front of Che Thompson's dugout. The under-18s putting on a show for the travelling West Brom supporters. The throw headed away by Harry Sawyer. I don't know whether it was sweat or rainwater, probably the latter, but flying off the head of Sawyer in that header. It's all the way back to Brady in the West Brom net. Kindred. And West Brom just slipping and sliding all over the attack, and Stanley Jube couldn't get to the through ball from Dickens, and here comes the change now for West Bromwich Albion. Well, no substitutes ball unfortunately here for West Brom, so a little bit of confusion as to who's coming off. And it is Abdullah Boudou who leaves the... And we'll let you know as soon as we know who's come on. I think it's Ramar McNeil. It is indeed Ramar McNeil on for the remainder of the game. Okaradudu. Looking for a route in from the right-hand side. Okaradudu. Mufwamba. Now Morn on the right. Perkins couldn't find the striped shirt. Pedley. Sawyer across to Steph Morley. Dickens to Shaw. Sawyer. Charlie Shaw switches the play over to Cameron Fender. There's a strike towards the nine off the post! Cameron Dunn looking for his second straight stunner. Substitution for West Bromwich Albion. Number 2, Abdullah Boudou, replaced by number 14, Ramar McNeil. Eight minutes of normal time to go. Everyone wants to get this game done and dusted between Coventry United and West Bromwich Albion. And Harry Sawyer going for a looping ball over the back line. Well, it was looping and it was over the back line, but not to a United marksman. Brady. Dickinson off balance, volleys it towards Stanley Jube. Shaw. Tangling between two West Brom attackers, and the advantage is given. Here comes Ryan Pedley. Cameron Dunn's on the march. Can he get there before the ball goes out for the goal kick? Yes, he can. Only just. The defender all over him. Still done. Down line with Shaw. You're pressing everyone on. Switching the play to Dickens. Now Morley. All outfield players in the West Brom half. It's a floating one. Headed up. And the goalkeeper just getting his toes to it there against Cameron Dunn. Low drive into Harkin. And diverted behind for the corner. The wind so strong it was blowing the tripod off the ground. Do we get a weather bonus for this game? Certainly hope so. Delivery by Morley and Juve trying to get a last-ditch effort to keep him in the confines of play, stretching as the ball flew past him, but it's out for the goal kick, and we've got 6 minutes of normal time. Next time we're on air here on CUTV, this coming Saturday, hopefully in drier climes, back in the United Counties League Premier Division South, away at Moulton. A massive game in the race for the United Counties League playoffs. A must win, even at this stage, really had to think, for Coventry United. Brady, headed up by Black Shields. McNeil plays it through the legs of Stanley Juve and on by Mohan. Volleyed to safety by the man now wearing the armband, the veteran, Steph Morley. Stumble on the sodden surface from Mohan, but back to Brady. I was worried even going on my eyes at the moment. The wind and the rain getting worse by the moment. It's like playing in a thunderstorm at the moment. Dan Moore, his kick drifts to the left and another ball lost. Throw from Mohan, headed back where it came from by Stanley Jube. Jube continues with a bit of help from Kindred. Still going Jube, it's a delightful run here. Still going Jube, and still going. Can he do it? Harkin, back to Jube, no! Volley to the right, and Cameron Dunn just bounces past the far post. The cold, the wet, the wind, all of it would be forgotten if there was just a goal. An excellent end-to-end game this evening here at the lacking that final touch. Kick as far as Jube. Dickens heads it over McNeil and it will be a throw-in to West Brom. 3.5 minutes of normal time remaining. It's straight to penalties if we can't find a winner. French. McNeil drives it across, back to French, sub on sub. Didn't get the cleanest connection on that strike and Sam Ayres has gone down hurt. Moore kicks it out. Ellis with a bit of an overstretch, I believe. Well, we haven't seen Stanley Jube in the United lineup for a while. He's come back sporting the Duncan Goodhue look. And there is going to be a Coventry United change here, I believe, Ellis unable to continue. Is the man stripped off and ready to go? One of two changes left that United can make, the other being under 21 star Alex Murphy. And Ellis helped to his feet, and he will leave the field, and that will likely be the end of his evening. And it is indeed going to be the end of his evening. Jordan Edwards replacing him. Substitution for Coventry United. Please show your appreciation for number 17, Sam Ellis. Replaced by number 15, Jordan Edwards. Last push. 60 seconds of normal time. I'm guessing there's going to be at least 4 or 5 minutes of added with the red card, the injuries, the substitutions. We're not done yet. And the offside flag up. Referee. And it is confirmed, 4 minutes. A minimum of 4 added minutes will now be played. 4 added minutes. Here's Morley. Aaron Dickens. Jude Dickens continues. Jordan Edwards. First touch right. Shaw dribbles past Moran. It's United with the bit between their teeth at the moment. Charlie Shaw lays off to Edwards. And look to find Cameron Dunn. French just getting a toe to it to divert it. Kindred rolls it behind Dickens, but opens up a little more space for United to decide upon their next move. Really. Now Dunn. Dunn couldn't reach it. Leaping header by Dunn from the throw. Kindred. Volleyed away by George Shaw. Will it go all the way out for a throw? Yes, it will. Deep into United turf. And Coventry want to get going again. They've got the advantage in possession, in offence, and in squad size. Shaw. Not back to Aaron Dickens. Morley under pressure by Okaradudu. Tube stretches to get to the ball. Dickens. Shaw. It's a long one towards Pedley. Brought down by McDonald. Blackshields ducking and diving in and out of challenges. He's still going. Blackshields. Options left including French. And here is the substitutes. Lunge in by Kindred. Got enough of the ball. Did take a piece of the man as well. Same man. These kids are 17, 18 years old. They've done their club and their youth team proud. Booed up from the back from Coventry United. And Brady will waste as much time as he can just to see it to spot kicks. And these lads, they do spot kick training most weeks. United, of course, only train them once a week. So will that favour West Bromwich Albion? It's in United's interest to go for the winner. Dickens throw. Steph Morley, 9. And Charlie Shaw's lost it. And the chance to win it for French! No! You ever get a feeling it's not going to be your day? Chris, make sure you get my good side. Didn't put my foundation on today. Morley through the middle to Jordan Edwards, knocks it back. Kindred back to Edwards. He's the driest out of the lot on there. He's only been on for 5 minutes. Here's a sodden Charlie Shaw. Harry Sawyer races through. Great trickery from the United fullback. It's a deep one by Pedley and not across his own area by the centre back, and we've got a moment, we've got a minute. Dickens. It looks like spot kicks unless there's one last twist in the tail. Dickens. Morley looking for Ryan Harkin, who's barely had a sniff today. Headed out as far as Ryan Pedley. After all the grit, the determination, the blood, sweat and tears, it is so harsh that A, this game doesn't have a goal, and B, it all gets decided on potluck in a penalty shootout. Full time, Coventry United 0, West Bromwich Albion 0, penalties to come. And the kicks are going to be taken to our left, and the end where no supporters dare to go, because simply it's either too wet or too far away from the bar. The two goalkeepers, Moore and Brady, shake hands and are given their final instructions, and Ryan Harkin has got ball in hand. Coventry United have won the toss. The red and greens and the baggies stand side by side. As a team, they have done everything they can over the last 90 minutes. Now, it's down to individual brilliance and bravery. And Brady will take his spot in the net. Ryan Harkin, the man who called Spinks Drive his home for many years, scoring many goals. Can he weather the Spinks Drive storm? No, he can't. Down to his left. Brady makes the save. Now it's Moore's turn. From the bench to the penalty spot, step up, Harry French. It's a long run up. Oh, and the power takes it in. 1-0 Brom. And the captain is leading by example, cheered on by the crowd here at Spinks Drive. But he'll know after almost 2 decades in the non-league game, you've got to cut out every other factor. The noise, the rain, the wind, it's just you, the ball, and the goalkeeper. Morley. We're level. Sends Brady the wrong way. West Brom to keep their lead. Over to you, Charlie Blackshields, to restore West Brom's 1-goal advantage. Make himself a hero. Yes, he can! The man of the match makes his first save from the spot. The United players warming themselves up. They know, the majority of them, no, their night is not over just yet. There's one more kick left in at least 3 of these lads. Harry Sawyer has scored twice in home fixtures since his return. This is 4th, although the previous 3 were at the Butts Park Arena. It won't count in the scoring chart, but it will count massively towards United's success or failure. Straight down the middle. And here comes Miller McDonald. For the first time in the shootout, Coventry United lead. It's up to Dan Moore to keep the Red and Green's noses in front against Miller McDonald, the West Brom left back. Oh my goodness me! Went for the chip into the bottom corner. It looks stunning when you pull it off, but when you fail, it's a head in the hands moment for young Miller McDonald. 2 successive misses for West Bromwich Albion. And Coventry United can take it to match point with this spot kick from Charlie Shaw. And saved beautifully by the legs of Brady. He went for power down the middle. The outstretched boot of Brady gives West Brom hope. And now the mantle falls to Alfie Moore. His first half strike seems to have given the Baggies the lead. The flag denied him on that occasion. The only man who can do it again is wearing yellow and standing between those posts. Morton and Moore. Oh, and Moore got his hand to it, but the power took it in. We're essentially at sudden death now. 2-2 from 4 penalties each. Now, these men, these teenagers stepping up, dare not fail. Top goal scorer, surely a safe bet. No! Charlie Shaw sends it looping over. It is the cruelest way to decide a match. After 90 minutes of hard slog, one kick could decide it all, and that kick will come from Ramar McNeil. If he scores, West Brom progress. If he misses, we go again. McNeil, and the Baggies boing their way into the next round. Expertly taken by McNeil. Coventry United, after a gutsy